What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video guys, I will show you the latest news directly related to our story. I will show you what steps towards the resolution we might anticipate from Congress and how Congress is trying to fix their internal problems of preventing us from getting the resolution. And I will explain you how by solving the major problem for the entire retail community, we will solve our problem, but this major goal will be achieved not from just MMTLP community, but from the entire retail investors community. And at the end of this video, I will share my personal story. That is why, guys, watch this video till the very end, because it is very important for me personally. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. It is the easiest way how we can push this video forward to the broader audience, and the more people know about our case, the more chances we have to solve our problem. So, and let's start with this tweet that was published by Mark Basile in response to Kristen Shaughnessy's tweet, and she published it 20 hours ago. She added this video of Devin Nunes where he explains the problem of DJT case, and he says Congress actually has the ability. So does the SEC to go in and look at 3 specific days? We just want to know who traded those shares. It's a simple question. Who is it? Who did it? And David Nunes says it looks like there were more than 2 million counterfeit shares traded in one day in DJT in April. And he says the SEC's own information shows the number of counterfeit shares in DJT tripled at the end of April. That's why he has requested the blue sheets. He asked Congress and the SEC to look at 3 specific trading days in April that show flat-out irregularities. And let me show you what did Mark Basile say in response to this. Everyone knows the scam and scheme developed in coordination between the government and Wall Street. They have known about these issues for decades and developed a placate mentality. 1% fines for serious violations, then off you go. What the public doesn't know won't hurt them. For blue sheets to CAT data to other AI forensic systems, they can easily find out who traded what, when, how, and how much. When the foxes guard the hen house, FINRA protecting its member brokers and the SEC protecting FINRA, it becomes a systematic problem from within. Main Street can even sue because of immunity. Maybe DJT has the resources and connections to get the bottom of it, but if things don't move quickly, then draw your own conclusions. And yes, we can see that a lot of people in Congress want to help the retail community, but other people do their best in order to prevent the same retail community, the same constituents, to achieve their goals. And let me show you another update in response to another tweet that was published by Kristen Shaughnessy. And again, she published a video, part of the video with David Nunes, when he says, we know that this is totally unusual. It looks really bad on every government agency, and that's why we are working with Congress. We are also, as you know, working with state attorney generals. We will have more on that coming soon. I'm starting to get other state attorney generals that are reaching out to us asking questions. Because at the end of the day, there's many statutes here and have been broken at the federal level, but also at the state level could have been broken. And Junk Savvy wrote in response to this tweet following: no better source for the evidence of what he speaks than MMTLP fiasco. Might that be why he attached our congressional open letter to his filing? And she also added, the MMTLP fiasco. Regulators and market participants conspired to defraud investors, bigger than Madoff and FTX and Silicon Valley Bank combined. The evidence is frozen in time and ready for the feasting. And guys, I have to say that all of the evidence, we have basically all of the evidence of illegal activity of some major market makers. And at the same time, we have very good steps towards the resolution from a lot of Congress members. But on the other hand, we have, for example, this. Curtis wrote this tweet just several hours ago, and he responded to the tweet that was published by French Hill. And French Hill says, "I'm opposed to the SEC consolidated audit trail. It creates privacy concerns, a cybersecurity and national security risk, and explosive implementation costs." And guys, Curtis responded. David Nunes was the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee and seems to be diametrically opposed to your position on CAT. What's the bigger threat? A data breach of data that is already stored by broker-dealers, or market fraud continuing unchecked? Answer is here, and he refers to his own tweet that he published just a couple of days ago, and I covered this tweet basically 2 days ago. And he refers to the letter that was written, the latest letter, fourth letter that was written to Congress members by David Nunes. And I have to admit that we have to know who traded DJT in order to find out who was involved in the MMTLP case. And guys, if you zoom out and if you take a look on this problem in general, you will see that the bad actors are exactly the same. It is the clearing firm like Citadel Securities, Virtu Americas, G1 Execution Service, Jane Street Capital, and other companies. On top of that, we have a lot of major banks who also has shares sold and not yet purchased, and who performed an illegal activity and who was fined by regulators. But these fines was just ridiculous fines, as Mark Basile stated. It is just 1% fine for serious violations, then off you go. And I have to admit that, let me show you this tweet again. I have to admit that we have the counterparty who is trying to push our case down. Because, by the way, one of the people who are trying to do so is definitely French Hill. And let me show you this tweet that was published by RareDD in response to Curtis' tweet. RareDD wrote, "Is that the same French Hill seen here with Robert W. Cook at this year's FINRA annual conference?" And here is the screenshot of the French Hill appearance on the FINRA's conference. This means he was invited to this conference in order to promote some point of view. And guys, do you think that he promoted the point of view to facilitate the transparency on the market, or he promoted a completely opposite point of view? I think the answer is obvious. On top of that, RareDD added this. Why hasn't FINRA posted this clip with Representative French Hill on their X account? Is it because he appears to criticize Gary Gensler's regulatory approach to crypto? How can FINRA even put on a conference when there is thousands of investors calling you out for acting outside of your role, modifying and revising corporate actions, and breaking your own Rule 6419, ignoring the statement issue created by FINRA's modification, which created a fake extraordinary event that was already telegraphed in both MMTLP corporate actions? Isn't it a failure when you halt trading to prevent a potential settlement issue, but also cause a settlement issue at the same time? And on top of this information, let me show you this. Kristen Shaughnessy wrote this 9 hours ago, again, in response to French Hill's tweet. And she stated, "Look at Congressman French Hill's donors and then ask why he's actually speaking out against the CAT system. The consolidated audit trail shines a bright light on every trade a financial institution makes." And she added several screenshots of the donors of French Hill's office. And here you can see several major banks, and we know that these banks were fined by regulators, but again, these fines was just ridiculous fines of less than 1%. And this data shows how ridiculous all the efforts of certain people from Congress to protect their point of view. And we know that this point of view is not theirs. It is the point of view of major market makers and wrongdoers. And let me show you a brilliant explanation of this case from Dennis Neal. He wrote this: Wall Street puppet. Yes, brilliant explanation and brilliant definition of French Hill's activity. And guys, let me show you another quite interesting update. Here is the tweet that was published by Busy Brands, and he refers to the tweet that was published by Patrick McHenry 17 hours ago. And it is some kind of rhetoric question from Busy Brands to one of the most powerful congressmen. And Patrick McHenry wrote this: words cannot adequately express our appreciation for those who protect our freedoms. Thank you to all who serve. Armed Forces Day. And yes, I think it is very important to know who your veterans are and how important it is to protect them from any potential threats on the US stock market, because they protected US citizens during their deployments, and for now US citizens have to protect them. And that is why Busy Brands wrote this: I'm a US Marine Corps veteran and an MMTLP shareholder. If you do have an appreciation for those who protect our freedoms, please help the MMTLP veterans. There are at least 154 other veterans and active duty members, many of which are disabled, that have had roughly $12 million of their hard-earned money held hostage by the SEC and FINRA. Two regulators that are charged with maintaining market integrity and protecting investors, but who I would argue in this case have none neither. We've all encountered people who talk a big game but fail to back it up with real deeds. I'm sure you've heard the age-old saying, actions speak louder than words. When we put our words into action, we demonstrate our true character, values and intentions. Deeds are more powerful than just words. As a veteran who served this country honorably, and as a veteran trying to help other veterans in the MMTLP fiasco, I am requesting the ranking member of the House Financial Service Committee for a public hearing where the committee or subcommittee members hear witnesses representing various viewpoints from all parties involved in MMTLP fiasco. And guys, it is very important to ask these questions. It is very important to raise these problems on the highest level that we can even imagine. We have to do our best in order to push this case forward, because by solving this problem, we will have an opportunity to trade on a fair and transparent market. And in my opinion, it is extremely important for all of us. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and two children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life.